Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading out up this trail here. And we're also going to be looking for any signs of the squatch stalker itself as well. So, this is indications of a buck. Of a big buck. That's a big deer right there. They did this. They take their antlers and they put them up against this. I mean, they whacked that so much that it loosened it right out of the ground. So the biggest thing that we're going to be doing is we're just going to be monitoring continuously in this region, and just to see if we catch this squatch stalker on film or whatnot. That is the goal. That's what we're going to continue to try to do, and monitor it all the way up until like September, and then just see what happens. I don't know. I guess it's one day at a time for this thing. For sure. It looks like there was some foot, like where there was prints on here. Or, you know, like footfalls, like look like there was one there. Moving up this way. Okay, so the first thing we do for the cameras is we check the batteries. And these are perfect. So this one doesn't even need batteries. So, but it does need switch out SD card. So we just turn it off. Alright, so this one's set. This one's doing good. I can't check the SD though, because I don't have enough. But this is kind of odd. There's mud. There's mud on this. That's really odd. Odd is not the freaking point of it. All of it. There's mud all even up here. Almost like a hand was on that. I think I'm gonna change out the freaking SD card on that. I don't really want to change this out, but I do want to change it out because this is a really low one. Because there was mud on that, and I don't know why there was mud on it. It was just odd. Why there's mud on that? It's just odd. Unless saw, you know, an animal went from the ground up into the tree. Always a possibility of that. That's what I'm looking at. Alright, so we're moving on. And we're going to be checking trail cameras up here. Right here, we have deer tracks. There's the other camera. It looks like all the cameras are set. That's a good thing. Alright, let's see what this one is. What we do is we check the batteries to see how good the batteries are. This one's still good. I mean, not the best, but it will hold out for a while. All right, so that's another camera check. See this right down here? Looks like a foot, almost like a bear print, like down here. All right, here's another cam. Let's check this one out. See how this is running. Whoops, I turned it off actually. It should be running full power, yeah, running good. Alright, that one's running good. Let's see if the time and date stamp is right. Should be 1700, yeah. Time and date stamp running good. Another one running good. Let's go over here and check this one. Okay, so we're checking all the cameras. That's what we're doing right now. This is in test. Alright, it seems like this is going good. Alright. Well, apparently just checking some of these out. See what this one is. Just viewing these, I'm monitoring these things here. It looks like a deer. Coming into the area. Alright, let's try this out. Alright, so that's what we're doing right now, is we're just checking these out right now. That was a deer. Alright, so far the trail cameras look good. I've only monitored one of them. I checked one of them out. See how it's working good. And all of the trail cameras are still here. And the batteries, because a lot of these batteries don't work that good. Or a lot of them are just messed up. Alright, 17:15, this one's still going. Alright, still rolling. This one's not even coming on. Alright, back down. Alright, that one's still going. Alright, so we're just still checking all the trail cameras. This one here, I wish the screen would work on this. because this is right on the line. Right on the line too, boy. But it doesn't. Maybe we'll get lucky one of these times. They'll start working again. Alright, so I don't even know what the battery indication is on this, but it's probably good because these are new batteries. Let's see. Alright, let's turn this back to test. Turn this back to test here. And then, here we go. Have that go back on there. This one here, this trail camera here was only like 25 bucks. This one was. The most expensive one that's here is further down there, which I paid $100 for it. And we'll see how they work, but I haven't had to change any of the batteries out in any of these yet, so that's really cool. Really anyways awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this area here is called Area X. This area. Now we spotted the subject in 2019, which stood up over this way. It was over this way somewhere. It was back over by those trees over there, and where it stood up. But we couldn't get a diameter of how tall it was or anything.
And then you'll see something run down through. I think it's the deer. And then something standing up, vocaling.
All we seen was it standing up after a deer, a fawn, ran in front of it. We seen it stand up and then get back down.
And then you'll see something run down through. I think it's the deer. And then something standing up, vocaling.
And this was in June, where hunting season wasn't in. Okay, so hunting season wasn't in. It was in June. So turkey season and all that wasn't in at all. And it just made me scratch my head, you know, because it was at 1 o'clock. It was one something in the afternoon. You know, why did this happen? What triggered it was the deer, the fawn. The fawn ran up and then it ran back down. And then something 100 miles an hour ran in front of whatever it was, and then it stood up. And it was a really odd scenario with the trail camera. It just was odd. It was just totally odd. And it was this trail camera right here that picked it up. Now this is a cheap trail camera. Yes, 720. It picks up 720p pixels at I think the rate is 30 frames or 15 frames. I think it's 15 frames, so it wasn't that definitive as a high def camera would be. If a high def camera was definitely placed in that position at that specific time, it would be awesome to see it, because then you would be able to really tell what it is. And this really makes you wonder, like, what's really in the woods, you know? And it wasn't a person. It just wasn't a person of how it stood up and went back down. It was forcefully, it took force from it standing up and down. It was almost too fast and too not of this world. Just something. So we are monitoring this area very much this year. We're doing a really, really, really advanced job. All the trail cameras monitoring in a small general area to keep track of every point and every object and every way that it would come in. So not one trail camera would pick up one direction. All of them will be picking up all kinds of different directions. Let's check our high line. So that's our next objective here. Okay, so here's our high line, and these lines that I put up, all this is just a piece of cloth, or thread. It's just a piece of thread going across, and it's a light thread going across at about 7.5 feet high, and it will pick up anything really tall coming down this opening area that would be moving down through, and then it would take that right out. Now last year we had that same thing happen, and we had this tree right here. Something hit this freaking tree right here. I mean, it tore the thing right out and everything, and the tree broke the tree top off and everything, and it went that way. I have no idea, but it is very interesting, the things that you see and the things that you hear, and it's just interesting just to put it out there, you know. It really is. And again, I got this monitor with me to see if if there's any ghost activity or any kind of electromagnetic fields of any kind in this area as well. And this will pick up any kind of activity as well. Alright, so I'm just sitting here right now and just admiring the area here. I mean, it's a very peaceful area, it really is. But I'm just sitting here looking at the birds flying around, listening to the birds, watching everything grow in. Pretty soon it'll be real beautiful up here with green. Irish green, huh? So I think there's a lot more people out in the woods too, you know. I think that is also an indicator. So I mean, we'll see, you know, what happens with this whole squatch stalker thing. But this is mission 2 in the bag. Something down there flipping out in the leaves. I just heard something crash or something in the leaves down there. Fighting or something. I hope that that is a woodpecker. You know, when I say we're not out of the woods yet, we're not out of the woods yet. Because I've heard stuff like that before, thinking it's a woodpecker. I did a tree now. pretty sure this is a woodpecker though. He's hitting that rotted tree down there. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think he just landed up there. I'm gonna do a tree knock and see. No, no. I'm gonna do a tree knock and see what we get here. Bear with me. I think those are woodpeckers right there. Right up in that tree there. He was knocking on that tree over there, but now he's up there. Yeah, that was a woodpecker. That was a woodpecker. But I think I'm gonna do a tree knock anyway and see what kind of response we get. And I'm gonna do a couple other calls too. Okay, so he's up there now, making a. Okay, we got some weird stuff going on here. Blowing on a whistle. Alright, so we're listening. Alright, so that's it for evidence of Bigfoot. Squatch stalker mission number 2, checking the trail cameras. I will check the SD cards when I get home, and we'll see if we got anything on there. If we do, I will be placing them up on the video as well. So have a great day. Until we meet again, this has been Jason Colley. Later, everybody.